This segment is called Social Media Questions for you, Justin. Okay, David Maher on Facebook.
Oh, David.
Any word on Galaxy Quest reboot?
That is classic Maher to ask about that. No, but you know what, David? We were going to do... They were all ready to do an Amazon series, like eight or nine episodes, and it was right before Alan Rickman passed away. Yeah, so so that did not happen. But it was all set to go. I think, I may be speaking out of turn, but I think Nick Frost may be working on it. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Scoop, hot
David,
scoop.
It's coming, David.
Gonna blow up the internet.
From Richard Al-Mazani. What is it like voicing Kevin on F is for Family, and when is season 4 coming up?
Mr. Al-Mazani, I love it. I love doing that show because I play well, first of all, Bill Burr is one of my favorite comedians, and it's inspired by Bill's life, by his father, and I play this version of a very angry teenage boy, just filled with he's just like puberty incarnate, you know, and so I get to, there's a lot of just angry, lashing out and shut Dad, you know, there's a lot of that. It's really fun. It's really kind of liberating. Yeah. I call a lot of people dildos. Dildo, stupid dildo. Yeah, it's just it's really fun.
Doing voices.
Yelling with Bill Burr is like a thrill.
Yeah.
Getting to...
He's always yelling. So
he's such a great yeller. He's so good at cursing. And so to go toe-to-toe with him is it's like playing basketball with, you know, LeBron. It's great.
Amazing. Ring Like Fire on Twitter. Would like to hear a story from your time on Ed.
I do remember on Ed when they let me out to do dodgeball for season 4. Yeah. And when I came back, they would always had kind of funny. They would have jokes on the call sheet. The creators would always write you know, Charles Nelson Riley or some Nelson Mandela, somebody who obviously wasn't going to be on the show as one of the
guest
stars. And I showed up. And I got the call sheet, and which is where they tell you all the people on it and all the names of everyone. And one of the names was Clay Aiken. And I was like, oh, very funny. Yeah. And then, no, it's not a joke. Clay Aiken's going to be on. I said, well, who's he playing? And they said he's playing himself. Yeah, yeah. So it was like a very classic cameo where Clay Aiken just came in and was like, hey, everybody, I'm Clay Aiken. And then he left. And that's when I realized the show wasn't going to last. No disrespect to Clay Aiken, but it was it felt like it felt like they were really just trying to appeal to as wide an audience. You know? It's not a funny story, but I just remember thinking...
Clay Aiken's like a senator or something now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a congressman, I think, in North Carolina.
Did he actually win? He's actually...
I don't know if he won. I think Ruben Studdard beat him. Yeah. It's an old joke.
Oatmeal Wench on Twitter.
Oh. It's a great name.
Oatmeal Wench on Twitter. Good question.
I can't. I hope it's not really
That's her name, at Oatmeal Wench. How much fun did you have making Waiting?
It was so fun. We shot Waiting. Waiting is a movie that it takes place in a Bennigan's type restaurant, and we shot in an actual Bennigan's that had just closed down in New Orleans, right outside New Orleans in Metairie. And I'd never been to New Orleans. It was my first time there, and I was in my mid-20s, and there are all these other actors and actresses, and they're around the same age, and most of whom were really fun, and so it's just Oatmeal Wench, it was the best. It was such a good time. It was so fun. I will say we went out so much on that movie. We would go out...
New Orleans.
In New Orleans, my first time there. And the crews there partied like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. I mean, they were... And the next morning at 7 a.m., these guys who had been up all night were you know, moving heavy equipment. And we were all... And I have some... Speaking of regrets, I have some regrets about not being more responsible on that movie. But... it was so fun, and we all kind of justified it because it took place over the course of one day after the night of a big party.
Right, so you're supposed to look hungover.
Exactly. We're like, oh, we're like...
Method.
Yeah, we're all little De Niros.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King now and watch new episodes every day.